in manufacturing we can divide the production into the production system like mass production system as well as the job shop production system, the best type of the production system. Okay, and with respective there some strategy like for managing the job shop, for managing the project type of the production, you need to apply the CPM part and the crashing type of the tool and techniques. When I manage the mass production type of the system, then you need to apply the assembly line balancing and how to balance, or you can say how to assign the workstation in mass production system. That all the thing we already covered. Okay, now the next point, if suppose small shop is there and their production is going on, there different type of the product you need to produce. Okay, suppose assume that in our lathe machine, in our workshop department, there is the many lathe machine available, right? And with respective, suppose there is the some job come from the outside, that job are different. Okay, and their processing time also will be different. In that case, how we will manage this type of the production system? So there means how we'll manage, as well as what is the sequence to pass that job. That is the means, suppose assume that their job is A, B, C, D, E. Suppose A job, there you need to do the turning, the B job, there you need to do the some facing and threading operation, C there some other operation, like that there is the some processing you need to do, and with respective time is available. Okay, so now what is the process to pass that particular job into the machine, so we can optimize the thing, or you can say we can save the time. Okay, so now this is the sequencing. Actually the topic is the sequencing, and I try to solve one numerical so you can understand what is the concept of the sequencing. Okay, so now here one numerical is given, that is the May 2017 Mumbai University numerical. Okay, and here the question is 5 job are line up to process through multi-spindle automate in the plant. Okay, that is the one machine, multi-spindle automate. They are labeled as A, B, C, D, E in order they enter the plant. Okay, so there suppose assume that their first order come in my plant, that is the A. After that next order come, that is the B, then C, then D, and then E. As per the time of arrival, I just label that A, B, C, D, E. Okay, the respective processing time and the due date are given in this table. Okay, from the above information, prepare one table. There means you need to find out what is the average completion time, what is the average number of the job in the system, what is the average job lateness based on, you can say, first come first serve. The SP means what is the FCFS means first come first serve. The second one is the SPT means you can say that is the shortest processing time, and LPT means you can say that is the longest processing time. EDD means earliest due date. These are the thing. Okay, so how to solve this numerical and what is this FCFS, SPT, LPT, EDD, you will understand in this particular numerical. Okay, don't worry. So I start this solving this numerical. Just wait. So are you able to see this numerical class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now just wait. I need to make one table that already I prepared. Okay, so the first thing, this means there is some sequencing rule. Okay, when you go for the sequencing, so there is some sequencing rule that I try to discuss here. Just wait, I need to change the sound. Select this. So sequencing rule, what is the sequencing rule that I try to explain here? Okay, the sequencing rule. Okay, so there is the first one is the FCFS as mentioned in this numerical only. Okay, so why I taking the means numerical here, you can understand with practical manner what is the first come first serve, what is the SPT, you can understand by practical manner. So that's why I start with the numerical. Okay, so first come first serve. Okay, and okay, I write here what is the meaning of this first. Okay, so what is the thing is here means you need to check what is the first arrival in my plant or in my shop. Okay, the year means already mentioned in this question. The first arrival there means there you labeled A, the second arrival there you label B, the third arrival there you label the C. Like that you will do your labeling process. Okay, so what is the indication of A, B, C, D? It is actually shows the A is the first came in my plant, then B came, then C came, then D came, and E came in my plant. That is the actual process. Okay, so when I talk about the first come first serve, what is the indication, what is the first come in my plant? That is the A. Okay, so I will put A here in this table, just wait, and regarding that I will calculate all the things. Okay, so when first job is the A job. Okay, with respect to what is the processing time, class? For A the processing time is 9, right? Can I write 9 days, class? Can I write 9 days?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now just assume that the A means here we apply the first come first serve strategy. A is the first came in my plant, so I start the processing on that particular job and it will take approx 9 days. Okay, so what will be the completion time? I started at 0, then what will be the completion time? 9 days. Are you agree with me? Are you agree with me, class?
Yes.
Okay, now what is the due date? Due date actually given by your customer. Customer will say I will need this job after 55 days, or due date is the 55 days, means maximum time you can take to supply that particular A product is 55 days. Okay, so what is the due date for this particular product is the 55 days. That is the given data. You need to supply before that to maintain your good relationship with the customer. Okay, now what is the tardiness that I will discuss. Okay, just wait, first I will fill up this 4 column, then I will discuss what is the tardiness. Okay, so now the next point is the B. B is the next job, and with respect to what is the processing time, that is the 32. That is the 32. Then can you tell me what will be the completion time, class? What will be the completion time of a job B? What will be the completion time? When you can start the job B? Assume that only one machine is available there. Okay, when you will be start? After 9, right? And when you can finish that particular job?
At 32.
At 32. 32 is the processing time. If you start at 9, then how you can complete on 32? Class?
9.
Arey yaar. The processing time is 32 days. 32 days will take. You started after 9 days. Okay, because till 9 day you are working on job A. So after 9 day you can start the B, and their processing time is 32. Then when you can will be complete?
23.
How you identify that 23? Can you explain?
32 minus 9.
माइनस सिंपल है, मीन्स मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, आपका जॉब ए कंप्लीट, मैं अभी मेरे वर्कशॉप में जॉब ए पे काम कर रहा हूँ, स्टार्ट किया मैंने। जॉब ए कब कंप्लीट होगा? 9 डेज में। देन आई कैन स्टार्ट द जॉब बी। पर जॉब बी के लिए कितना टाइम चाहिए मुझे? 32 डेज मिनिमम टाइम टू कंप्लीट द जॉब बी। और आप 23 बोल रहे हो, तो कैसे, मतलब कंप्लीशन कब होगा ये?
सर 41 डेज आएगा सर।
41 days, because I starting at 9 days. Okay, after 9 days I will start. Then how much processing time? 9 plus 32 is equal to total completion time. Processing time is 32, so 9 plus 32 is equal to 41. Okay, and what is the due date that is given by the customer? That is the 50 days, and that is mentioned in the numerical. Okay, is there any doubt, class? Can I go for C?
Yes.
Okay, so now in C, what is the processing time in C? That is the 28. Okay, and when I can start? When I can start this particular job C? Once my job B is completed. So at a 41 day I can start the job C. So what will be the completion time?
69.
69, very good. And the due date is 28. The next D, for D, what is the processing time? 03. And what is the means completion? I think 69 plus 3 is 72. And the due date is given 24. Now the next is the E. For E, what is the?
70.
It is the means of 05, and 77 is the completion time, and the 20 is the due date given by the customer. Okay. Now, when I talk about the tardiness, what is the tardiness? Tardiness, you can say, is a measure delay in executing certain operation. Okay. So what is the delay in this particular operation, that I try to find out. Okay, so what is the delay in this particular A? Is there any delay? Because the due date is 55. Okay, and you are completing your job in 9 weeks. Okay, means you able to supply your particular job before the time. Means you can say there is no delay. If I supply before the time, means no delay. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I just write here 0. That's why I write here 0. Now here
9.
Okay, how you identify the 9? Because the due date is 50 and you are able to complete before that time, means there is no delay. Again, try to understand, class. There is no delay because I am completing my job before 50 days, and 50 days is the due date, so I can supply before the time duration. Okay, and there is no delay, means you can say the tardiness represent the delay. Here delay is 0. Are you getting my point, class?
Yes.
Okay, now I talk about the C, job C. There is the due date is 28, but I able to complete my project is 69. What is the delay amount?
41.
41, very good. Okay, now the next point, there is the due date is the 24 for job D, and the completion time is given 72. How much amount of the tardiness? 48, good. The next, how much amount of the tardiness? 57. So is there any doubt how to create this table, class? Is there any doubt? Then please ask me.
No, sir.
Okay, now I just try to identify what is the total completion time. What is the total completion time it will take? So what is the total completion time? Can you add all these things quickly?
268.
268. Okay, and what is the meaning of that particular thing? I will do that. Okay, just wait. I will explain. Next, when I talk about the tardiness, actually tardiness it is represent the delay amount. Okay, so can you quickly add this tardiness value?
146.
146. Okay, now I try to find out something. First I need to calculate what is the mean flow of this particular of this particular first come first serve basis. In this particular sequence, what is the mean flow? So I just try to identify the mean flow, and okay, before that I try to explain what is the mean flow. When I talk about the mean flow time, the mean flow time is defined as the average time spent by the job in the production system. How much average time you spend? Okay, so we know that the total time spent, you can say the 268, you can say 268, and if I divide with the number of job, then you can easily calculate the what is the mean flow time. Okay, so mean flow time you can write down like sum of job flow time. Okay, job flow time divided by number of job. Okay, so the sum of the job flow time, this is the job flow time actually class, and that is the 268, and divided by the number of job available, that is the 5, and then what will be the mean time? Can you quickly calculate 268 divided by 5?
53.6.
53.6. Okay, so what is the indication? Mean flow time, it is the average time spent by a job in a production system. What is the average time spent? That is the 53.6. Okay, because we know that the total time we need to spend, that is the 268, and if I divide with this particular thing, 268 divided by 5, then you can easily find out the what is the average time spent on a particular job. Means I just try to identify what is the average time spent, and that is nothing but the 53.6. Okay, and please read about all this thing. Okay, after completing the lecture, please go through the some Google do the Google as well as go to the some YouTube video. You will understand what is the thing. Means actually how much time you need to spend on a one particular product, including this delay as well as the tardiness and all the thing. Okay, means that is the same thing actually. So that is the 53.6 and the unit is the day. Okay, so I just write here days. Now the next point, what is the average tardiness? What is the average delay? Means here the average tardiness means we know that the tardiness with respect to the each job I calculated, and now I need to find out what is the average tardiness. So average tardiness means you need to just take average of this tardiness value. So I just write here the average tardiness is equal to what is the means total tardiness, you can say the 146 divided by number of job is equal to 5. Can you quickly calculate what will be the value class? (146) divided by 5. Can you 29.2? Okay. Okay, so now the next question will be means like that, what is the number of tardy job? Okay, or that you need to means the number of tardy, or you can say the number of delays type of the job. So that is the tardiness, or you can say the tardy jobs is equal to how much number of the job will be delayed. If we apply this thing, then 3 job will be delayed. Okay, so that is the 3. So if we apply the first come first serve type of the sequencing rule, in that case the 3 job will be tardy job, means that 3 job will be not able to supply on time. And the next point, there is the mean flow time is given, that is the 53.6, and the average tardiness value means the unnecessary average time with respective each job, you can say that is the 29.2, or that is actually show the delay means you can say that is the idle time, you are not using that time particular means in proper manner. Okay, now I try to apply the other method and try to compare which one is the best. Okay, so just wait, I will take next is SPT. So what is the SPT that I try to explain? So now the next point I will take the SPT. So what is the meaning of the SPT? SPT means you can say the shortest processing time. The shortest processing time. Okay, so now again I need to make the table. Okay, the same table you can use, no issue. So I already prepared that table and I will start the work. Okay, just wait. I need to increase the size. Okay, so these are the job available as per your question, that is here. I try to zoom that particular part. Okay, now just let me know on the basis of the processing time. First you need to put the shortest processing time. What is the shortest processing time in this available job in this question? There is the A, B, C, D, E. These are the job available, right? And with respective the processing time is given. Now the shortest processing time, say first do the job, there means the processing time is very less, then gradually you can increase the means you can select the means their processing time is more, that job you can select. Okay, so first decreasing order you need to means select the minimum number of the processing time, after that you can increase that particular number. Okay, so in this particular processing time, can you tell me which is the minimum processing time? 3 is the minimum processing time, and with respective the activity is the D. Okay, so I just try to put here the thing, this is the D, and what is the processing time for D? That is the 3 days. And if I start that particular thing, then when it will be complete, just I started, so it will be complete in 3 days. Okay, now what is the due date? That is the given into the question, that is the for 3, I'm sorry, what is the due date? 24. Okay, can you tell me class what is the next processing time? Okay,
Sir, sorry.
E. Okay, very good. So E is the second, you can say second shortest, so I put here 5, and that is the activity E. And with respective, okay, if I start E, what is the actually I wrongly written here, the 5 will become here, I'm sorry. So if I start this particular E activity after completing the D, so when it will be complete? At 8, right? Okay, and what will be the due date? Due date is given there, that is the 20. Is there any doubt, class?
No.
Okay, now what activity I need to put next? A. Why? Because the processing time is means compared to other, it is lowest processing time. Okay, so now here
17.
that is the A, and how much time? 9. Okay, 9 is the completing, so 8 plus 9, how much?
17.
Okay, 17. Good. And what is the due date? 55. Okay, now I go for the next, that is the I think C, right?
Yes.
For C, what is the processing time? 28. And when it will be complete?
45.
45. Very good. And what is the due date for that activity? C, 28. Right? Okay. Now I go for the D. In D, no, I'm sorry.
32.
That activity is not D, that is the B. Here the processing time 32, and Completion time
77.
77, and the due date is given there P50. Okay. Now tardiness you need to calculate. Can I able to supply the D on time? Yes. So tardiness is 0, right? Can I supply E on time? Yes. So tardiness will be 0. Yes. Can I supply A on time? Yes. So tardiness is 0. Are you agree with me, class?
Yes.
Okay. Now C I am not able to
17.
supply. Okay. So 17 is the tardiness. And next
27.
27. Okay. Very good. So now I just do the total of the completion time. Can you do quickly the total? 3 plus 8, 8, 3, 11, 7,
150.
150. Okay. And what will be the tardiness, total tardiness?
44.
44. Okay, good. So this I will put here because it will be helpful for other sequencing rule. Okay, now the point is, again you need to calculate the mean flow time. What is the mean flow time? That we know that already I discussed. So mean flow time you need to calculate. So what is the mean flow time? The average of the total time. Okay, the total time. Okay, the average of the time spent by the job in the production system, that is the 150. And if I divide 150 by the number of job, that is a 5, then what will be the mean?
30.
30. Okay, very good. 30 days you can say. Okay. Okay. Now next you need to calculate the average tardiness. Average tardiness. For average tardiness, what is the 44 is the total tardiness divided by 5. Can you tell me what will be the value?
8.8.
8.8. Okay. And one more thing, we need to calculate a number of tardiness job. Number of tardiness job, class? It's
2.
2. Very good. So what is the means when I compare these two method? Okay, when I compare, you can easily say the shortest processing time is the most suitable for this particular problem. Okay, so here means it is actually very problem to problem. Okay, so here first come first serve is actually very easy. Easily you can means just do the compute the completion time and the tardiness, and there you just need to put in a one sequence, that's it. But when I talk about the shortest processing time, you need to put like that the processing time is in increasing order. Okay, so here I calculated, and here you can easily see the mean flow time is 30, the average tardiness is 8.8, and number of tardy job is 2. Means you can say it is a more better because here the waiting time, the delay time is very less compared to the first come first serve rule. Okay, now there are many rule actually. So there is the one is the LPT that is mentioned here. LPT means the longest processing time. So what is the longest processing time, that I try to explain here. Okay, just wait. LPT, the longest processing time. Longest processing time. Okay, with longest processing time, this is the one rule to for the sequencing. Okay, so I again need to make one table and try to solve that particular problem with the LPT. Okay, so I just put that point here. Perfect. Okay, now here means you know the job and all the thing. Now the point is again the longest processing time. Say first put the maximum value of means the maximum processing time in first means first you need to address that particular job there the processing time is maximum. So here the thing is like that the processing time you need to put in decreasing order. Okay, so what is the maximum processing time in this particular table? Is the B, right? And that is the 32. So it's job B and the processing time is 32, and I started that maximum time wala job, then when it will be complete at a 32 days. So what is the due date for that particular job is the 50. Okay, now I go for the next. What is the next maximum? Is the C. Okay, very good. With respect to what is the time, that is the 28, and what is the completion time? 28 plus 32. Can you tell me, class? I think 60. Okay, and what is the due date for C? Is 28. Right? Now I go for the next. Which one is the max in the remaining? A. Okay, with respect to what is the processing time? 9. When it will be complete? At a 69. And what is the due date for that particular job? That is 55. Okay, then which one is the next? E. For E, what is the processing time? Is 20. I think for E, what is the processing time? 5, and 69 plus 5 is 74. And what is the due date? Is given, I think, there 20. Okay, now I go for the activity A. I think we completed. No, D is remaining. Okay, so for D, what is the processing time? 3. And when it will be complete? 77. And what is the due date? Due date is for D is 24. Okay, now quickly calculate the tardiness. For A, for activity P, the tardiness is 0 because there is no delay, right? So I put 0 here. When I talk about the activity C, there is the tardiness. Okay, how much tardiness is there? Because we need to supply on 28, but we are able to complete on 60. So tardiness is 32. Okay, for activity A, what will be the tardiness? For activity A, what will be the tardiness?
14.
14. Very good. For activity E, 20
54.
and 54. Very good. And for activity D is 77 minus 24 is equal to 53.
3.
Okay. So now you calculated the tardiness value. Okay, now you need to calculate what is the total time. Okay, total time. So can you quickly
312.
add 312? Okay, very good. And what will be the tardiness, total tardiness?
153.
Okay, so I go to the next. Okay, so again you need to calculate the mean. You can say the mean time, mean flow time, or you can write the mean flow also, is equal to 312 divided by 5 number of job. So can you quickly calculate what will be the value, class?
62.4.
62.4. Okay, and what is the average tardiness?
38.25.
Okay, I try to write in detail. 153 divided by 5 is equal to
30.6.
Okay, now the next is number of tardy job.
4.
So again I am telling you the SPT is better because number of tardiness job is 2. Here number of tardiness job is 4. So SPT is better for this particular problem. Okay, there is the one more, I think. How much they mention? Just wait. First come first serve done. SPT is done. LPT is done. The EDD, early due date. Okay, now I will solve with the early due date. The next is the EDD. So what is the meaning of EDD? Is that you can say the earliest or early, also you can say the earliest due date. Okay, and that is the EDD. And what is the means? First you need to make again the table, then only we can understand. Okay, just wait. Okay, so here on the basis of the due date, okay, first you need to assign the due date have a minimum that particular job. So due date minimum here is the E. Are you getting my point, class? You need to assign like that the minimum due date first, then you need to apply the increasing order in the due date. Okay, so when I talk about the activity E, for activity E, what is the due date, class? 20, right? Are you able to see that screen, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So this one is the 20, and what is the processing time with respect to that? That is the 05. What is the completion time? It will be 05 because first job, right? Okay, now I go for next. What is this means when I talk about the due date? What is the second minimum? It's 24, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 24. With respect to what is the processing time of the activity is the 3. Okay, so I put here 3. What will the completion time? It will be 8. And the activity name is, I think, for E. What is activity name? I think it is D.
Sir,
Okay. Okay, good. Now, okay, we done with the activity D. Okay, so now I go for the next. That is the, what is the next one? On the
C.
basis of the due date, that is the C. Okay, good. So that's 28. With respect to what is the processing time?
28.
28. Okay, then what will be the completion time?
36.
36. Very good. So the activity name is, I think, C. Okay. Now the next one we come
50.
50. Very good. With respect to what is the processing time?
32.
32. Okay. What will be the completion time?
68.
68. Good. And the activity name?
B.
B. Okay. Now
55.
54. Okay. 55, I think, right?
55.
Yeah. Okay. So for 55, what is the processing time? 9. 68 plus 9, 77. And the activity is A. Okay.
A.
Very good. So can you tell me for activity E, what is the tardiness value, class?
15.
How you calculated? Due date is 20. 0. Okay. For activity D,
0.
for activity C,
8.
8. Okay. For activity B,
18.
18. Okay, good. And for activity A,
22.
22. Very good. So now you need to calculate the total. What will be the total? Can you quickly calculate, class?
194.
194. Okay. What will be the tardiness? Can you quickly add 48? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So now I need to calculate the mean flow time as well as the average tardiness and the number of tardy job. Okay. So I just try to calculate. Just wait. The mean. You can write the mean flow also. Okay. Mean time, mean flow, anything. Okay. So the total means you can say the completion time is the 194, and with number of activities the 5. So I will divide with the 5.
38.8.
It will be 38.8. Good. The next point is the average tardiness. Okay. So average tardiness, how I can calculate?
48 by 5.
48 by 5. Very good. So 48 by 5, what will be the value?
9.6.
9.6. Okay, good. So number of tardy job, can you tell me, class? The number of tardy job?
3.
3. Okay. So now we apply all the strategy. Okay, all the strategy we applied. Okay. So like first one is the first come first serve. The next strategy is the shortest processing time. The next strategy is the longest processing time. Next is the earliest due time. Okay, and I what is the actually the question here? The question actually tell me for the information prepare the table average completion time, average number of the job in the system, and the average job of the lateness based on the EDD. Okay, so that is the same thing. The summary you need to make, then only you can understand. Okay, so the first I just write here the rule which I applied. Okay, and the next point is the mean flow time with respect to that rule. The next point is average tardiness. And next, actually I am unable to draw the straight line, I'm sorry, is the number of tardy job. Okay, the first I apply, that is the first come first serve. There, what is the mean flow time, what is the average tardiness, and what is the number of that I just try to see. Just wait. When I apply the first come first serve rule, in that case the mean time is 53.6, the average tardiness is 29.2, and the number of tardy job is the 3. Okay, so I just try to apply 53, 29.2 and 3. Okay, 53 point, I think 6. Okay, I'm sorry, 29.2 and 3. Okay, so now I just try to put the next strategy that we applied. SPT. For SPT, what is the mean flow? Okay, I go back again and try to see 30, 8.8 and 2. Okay, 30, 8.2 and
Sir, 8.8 something, na?
okay, I'm sorry, and 2. Actually this
Here is 2.
Okay. The next one is the, I think, LPT. And for LPT, what is the thing? That is 62.4, 30.6 and 4. Okay, so 62.4, 30.6 and a 4. Okay, and the next last one is the I think early due date, right? And there is the, okay, I can easily see that one, that is 38.8, 9.6 and 3. So this is the summary of the all the rule. Okay, so it is actually depends on that particular manager, what is the indication. There is the means tardiness is allowed. In that case, what is the first thing you need to keep in mind, I want to reduce the mean flow time. So what is the best for mean flow time? There is the two strategy is the best for mean flow time, means for minimum mean flow time, that is the SPT and the EDD. Okay, there means you can say 30 and 38.8, that is very less compared to the other two. Now the next point, I need to check as well as what is the average tardiness, means average wait, average delay is 8.8 and 9.6, right? The next point, the number of tardy job. So if I compare all this rule, the best one is the SPT, because here the number of tardy job is less, the average tardiness is less, and the mean flow is less. Okay, so you can easily means I can say when I compare with means other thing, okay, means other rule, then definitely SPT is the best for this particular problem. Okay, it may be very problem to problem, but in this particular problem SPT is the best. So these are the means very basic thing. Okay, there is not a rocket science, it is just means you need to apply the some rule which is invented by the some scientist. Okay, and when I talk about the first come first serve, that type of the thing you can easily see in the bus. Okay, their first come means that get the ticket as per the requirement, and he will sit in the bus first. Okay, so that type of the thing is there. It is a simple, but here in production we cannot apply that type of the thing. We need to think about the what is the processing time of that particular job, what is the due date, and on the basis of that only we can select the one particular strategy, or you can say the rule for my production system. So that is the simple. Okay, but we cannot apply. So that's why SPT is there. We focus on the processing time. There also we focus in longest processing, focus on the processing time. Earliest there we focus on the due date time. But what is the best? That is the SPT. It may be vary problem to problem. Okay. So is there any doubt? Then please ask me, class, regarding to this rule. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt, class?